clean general maintenance, they said. It'll look great on camera, they said. What you're going to see next is a free episode of Daily Fix, which airs exclusively on Motor Trend On Demand. It airs every weekday. It's a daily show, and it goes behind the scenes, more in depth with the hosts and personalities and cars behind this whole thing we're doing. If you like what you see, go check out a free 30-day trial of Motor Trend On Demand. If you don't, you can keep enjoying me, watching me clean the bird crap off the back of this Charger Hellcat. Or you can enjoy the free episode of Daily Fix, which is coming up next. See you later. Freaking Freiburger and Finnegan. Kind of a neat thing happening today at the office. Indy 500 winner and Formula One driver Alexander Rossi will be here. So I went to the Motor Trend office, grabbed a bunch of keys, and we'll see which one he wants to drive. If it's not the Charger Hellcat, I don't know what's wrong with him. What's wrong with you? I give you the option to drive a 707 horsepower Hellcat, and you drive this.
I'll tell you why. Because my history's been Formula One, and I've been in Europe for the past 8 years. And these new hybrid powertrains that they've come out with led the development of this. So I really wanted to see it in a road car application.
But 707 horsepower.
I understand. I understand. I get it.
You're like starting that out saying...
But I've been very fortunate to be able to drive, a lot of very high horsepower cars. And this is just kind of a technical kind of wonder type thing. So.
But like you say, coming from the world of Formula One where we're used to cars with less power?
True. Yeah, that's fair. But it's the American way, isn't it?
Sure.
Just to be just all hell for leather.
Left here.
And not a whole lot of thought goes into it. I mean, why is there 707 horsepower in it?
Have you driven it?
No.
If you drive it, then you'd understand why.
Is it just insane?
Because it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But Alexander Rossi, thank you for coming out and driving one of Motor Trend's cars. This is a 2017 Acura NSX.
Yeah.
It's not Acura's power, but Honda powers your Indy race car, right?
Yes, they do. Yep. Honda is the engine, and as well the aero kit that we have in the Verizon IndyCar series, and it's what helped us get to the Indianapolis 500 victory.
And we can expect a very unbiased opinion of this car, I'm sure.
Oh, exactly.
This is your first time driving it, right?
This is my first time driving it. I mean, I've read a lot about it. Obviously, I know the story kind of behind it.
You've read a lot of Motor Trend about it, right?
What else? Is there anything else?
There's a couple other guys. But
Who?
So what are your initial thoughts hopping in it right now?
There's an immediate steering weight, as you'd expect. Going over train tracks, it's pretty stiff and such, which, again, what you'd expect. But, it's a car that immediately you can take to the grocery store. That's great.
It's I haven't driven it yet except when I first idled it out of the garage, and it was kind of amazing how easy it is to roll around. The electric motors they have on these new breed of like supercars or sports cars give you that really nice, controllable, low power linearity out of the accelerator, which you don't get out of big, powerful, high-end cars.
Your 707 horsepower.
Yeah, all that translates into tire smoke, which is cool.
Cool. I thought we'd get some tire smoke out of this.
You want to try?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's all-wheel drive, so if you want to...
Well, okay. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe?
Let me just see something. Hold on.
Yeah. Do you know like a secret up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B?
No. So there's no launch mode then?
There is some sort of process to do it, but with all the various controls they have in here, I don't know if we have the time to find it because you are fairly booked at the moment.
Yeah.
But it is interesting. You spent like a good 30 seconds dialing through all the menus looking for
the fun mode. You have to, in dynamic mode, you have to hold it to the right for like 10 seconds before track even considers. So we'll see what track does.
On the Lexuses, they have the stability control settings. It goes like sport, and then it goes expert mode.
Oh.
And then actual off is just off, but I like expert mode.
So there's still a little bit on expert mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't trust you completely, but I'm in expert mode because I'm a driving expert.
yeah, you are. That's awesome. But yeah, it's a cool car. I think that it's very futuristic with the main dash display.
Yeah, and it's doing interesting things with having motors on the front axle. All right, wheel spin time. Here we go.
Oh, that's cool. No, there's no wheel spin.
No wheel spin.
No.
Just road clobbering acceleration. Yeah. They got to that speed very quickly.
It did. It did. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you kind of miss the rear wheel drive a little bit.
Yes.
But I would imagine you take it on track and it's probably pretty pretty impressive.
What did you drive the previous NSX?
I did not. No.
You did not?
No.
At all?
No.
Well, gee, let me tell you about it.
Okay.
No, it's a really interesting car. This seems totally different on the outset, but
Yeah.
of course they're not trying to remake that
No,
car.
no.
Totally different. What do you personally drive?
A Honda Pilot.
A Honda Pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
okay.
legitimately, like, I swear on my life, I actually think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
SUV.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
nice.
think they did a really good job with it.
Lots of interior space, good track power, and all that stuff.
Well, no track power.
No, or tractable power, controllable
Oh,
power.
yeah.
Go
And
right at the next
I
light.
think it just looks cool.
Yeah.
Just, up there.
The next light, yeah. You got plenty of time. Pilot, nothing fun? None of the
well, it drives
sports
itself.
car. The Pilot does?
Yeah.
The autonomous cruising stuff? Yeah, that's really nice.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, there's paddle shifting.
Yeah?
It takes about 10 seconds when you touch the paddle for it to go to the next gear. But other than that, it's a great car.
Yeah, that 9-speed's got a couple dog clutches in there that are a little slow.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's nice. The autonomous cruise control stuff. Oh my God! In cities with tons of traffic,
It's awesome. Yeah.
that's really nice. We go right here, and then we're just doing like a lap around the El Segundo area.
Okay, cool.
But you don't have like any.
It's hard to even get any. You can't really get any opposite lock, which is, again, for an ultimate lap time, I reckon it's probably pretty damn good.
And there's no like drift lever either, which is
well.
you could got this guy too. Go right here. We got the space.
Yeah, there's no manual handbrake anymore.
It's a sad. I mean, you get that like in a couple cars, but yeah, it's one of the victims to wanting more stuff here. This tunnel's like surprisingly large.
Yeah.
I wonder what they have got running through here, because it's interesting. You got the twin turbo V6 in the back. I forget how much power that engine alone makes, but then you have an electric motor on the back, and then you have an electric motor for each front wheel.
Yes.
And that allows the car
With the torque vectoring
to do some really interesting stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you could have like a right front motor spinning one way, the left front motor dragging a little bit to help the car rotate.
Which is why out of stoplight around El Segundo, you can't have any opposite locks.
See that again, 707 horsepower Hellcat.
You can.
We could have just been doing a burnout this whole time. we could have just been rolling down the street, white like John Force, just
Yeah.
down the street. But
there's a time and a place, I guess.
and it's all the time, and it's every place.
Yeah, like bacon.
Like
we were discussing this earlier.
So I learned today that this gentleman right here does not like eggs, and is forced. Do you force yourself to limit bacon intake, or is that you just try to limit it out of health concerns? Or?
I just try and limit it out of health concerns. It's not because I want to limit it. It's just I don't think because people are like, oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, if I just ate bacon for every breakfast every day, it's probably a poor life choice.
Probably
in the future. Now it's fine, but like
years. Eggs
cholesterol, screw it. Like
with eggs, like the white was bad, then the yolk was bad, and the white was bad, and then they're just fine. Yeah. Maybe bacon will be like that one day.
Yeah.
Well, my thing on bacon is like the pig has, I don't know, like from an evolutionary perspective, it just did not go well for the pig. Because they are the most delicious, but also the most intelligent animals in the world. Like not in the world, but they're very smart.
Yes, they are.
But man, they taste so good.
True.
They really got
it's
it out
unlucky for them.
It's really not good. Man, I'm hungry now. I didn't eat bacon. I didn't eat breakfast either. I was gonna say I didn't eat bacon.
Did you have a 4 a.m. flight as well?
I did not have a 4 a.m. flight.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Where'd you fly in from?
Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines. I know Des Moines.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know Zombie Burger?
Zombie Burger? What's a zombie burger?
Well, it's a restaurant. It's it's something that should be on Sunset in LA.
Yeah.
Like it's this really weird, trippy, hipster vibe. Cool, but different. Zombie burger place with heavy metal playing and then Pat Benatar.
Is that the thing? Is like heavy metal in the background, or actually they do something different with the burgers?
Also did something different with the burgers.
Yeah, anything good? They put bacon on them?
Well, I was only there once. I couldn't order all 31 burgers.
Why not?
But there was one. All right, there was one where I was reading the menu and it was like, okay, burger, cheese, good, zombie sauce, whatever that is, their own sauce, and then it was like barbecue bacon, great, and then bacon, and I was like, is that a typo or is it? No, it's 2 different types of bacon. And I was like, oh, awesome. And then this is on top of, so I ordered that, and
of
that
course,
was good.
Wait,
obviously.
bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
2 types of bacon.
2 types of bacon.
And this is coming off the back of the previous race weekend. We were in Wisconsin, And we were at this restaurant, and one of the appetizers was a plate of 3 different types of bacon.
Perfect.
It was a pound of bacon.
Great.
Well, then the people I was with decided they liked the candied bacon on the appetizer so much for dessert, they ordered a pound of candied bacon for dessert.
Pound of candied bacon.
I was not involved, but I thought it was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's amazing. There's a restaurant out here in East LA that mixes bacon with other ground beef.
Okay.
So it's like half bacon, half beef.
So you're going
like
to be giving me the
half
name
ground
of that later,
bacon. I wish I could remember it because
Oh.
I would totally like hawk the name right now and try to get some like free burgers.
Yeah.
But you know,
That sucks.
c'est la vie.
Yeah. I don't know if bacon's French.
I'm like, I guess I'm not a pig's friend, but I love it so much. We go right at this light. I should be giving you better directions. I'm
That's
so used
all
to
right.
driving around here that.
Not a problem. You just think the car will take you.
Yeah, you know, that's
where
where
you're thinking.
autonomous cars are going now,
Yeah,
right? Like,
true.
you know, I didn't get autonomous driving until I started having to drive like 2 hours on the freeway for a bit
yeah.
and during rush hour.
Yeah.
And
That makes
then
sense.
you realize it's the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah.
You get on the freeway, you set the cruise control at like as high as it'll go, because traffic's not moving anyway,
True.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you just,
You chill.
this is nice.
But you're not supposed to because you have to make all the acknowledgments saying that your hands are on the wheel and that you're paying attention.
Yeah. So when you don't have any like fun project cars or anything at home, just the Pilot?
Just the Pilot.
Just the Pilot.
Just the Pilot, man.
You get all your racing out of.
You know, I get enough. And the thing is, like, on the road, the last thing I want to do is, like, just piss people off. I don't know. I'd love to have a track car at one point.
Yeah.
And take it, like, track it and everything. But to have something obscene on the, I don't know.
What would that be?
A track car?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't, probably this new P1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you driven one?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you think?
Just disgusting. Like literally, it was like I'm in a race car.
Yeah.
Like, have you driven one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had maybe like 2 hours with
Okay,
one.
that has got to be like, honestly, that is the closest thing you'll ever get to a Formula One.
It's well, because you get that lower ride height out of that track mode, you get that
Yeah.
huge wing, and there's nothing like that in the production car spectrum.
No.
That gives you that sort of adjustability and that and the speed of that thing is just immense.
Yeah, like I had to legitimately think about what I was doing.
Yeah.
To like, I mean, because it behaves like race cars.
Yeah, it's
wow.
not like soft road car where you have all that
No.
compliance and all that roll.
No.
It's just nope, we're gonna go this way now.
Yeah. And if you do something wrong, you're gonna you'll know about it. Yeah, so.
We'll do a ride at the light after this green one right here.
Okay.
Where did you drive it at?
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Oh, really?
On
So
track.
on what's it called?
Yas Marina Circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I drove it out at the Top Gear test track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
awesome.
have you been there?
No.
That's
The one in the States or
the
in
one
England?
in England.
Oh,
or
right.
UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know it well.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
Because I watched that show.
Really? You came in here and said Motor Trend was the only one. Now I'm kind of hurt.
You're talking about magazines.
Well, clearly you haven't experienced the wealth of online video content that Motor Trend has brought for so many.
Clearly I haven't. I will now because I'm going to be on it. So it's like, what's up?
Did you drive any of the other hypercars? People are calling them LaFerrari or 918.
Nope.
Just P1.
I mean, I drove the Aventador, but I don't think that's a hypercar, is it?
It's that's kind of the amazing thing about those other
is
cars
awesome.
is
Yeah.
that they the next lane over is that they pushed that the Aventador out of that conversation,
which is just
which is
weird.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like here's the Aventador, which runs like low 11s or high 10s, high 10s I think, and it's no longer in the conversation anymore. Like
new phone, who dis? It's irrelevant.
It's
Nice.
kind of amazing.
That must have made the Italians happy.
Oh, I'm sure they love it, or
Yeah.
the Lamborghini at least. But it's kind of amazing, like how crazy technology's getting. Where it's
Yes.
like, oh yeah, these things. You know, the fastest quarter mile I've ever done has been in a completely stock hybrid production car.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
these things run
Fair.
9.9s in a
Which is-
quarter,
yeah, it's just disturbing.
and it's the least dramatic 9.9.
Yeah. It's just it's hooked up.
I mean, that kind of gets us to this car, this NSX, where like we're just tootling around town in a car that has 600 horsepower or 570 or something like that, and it just cruising.
And it just feels normal.
Yeah, and you get some noise from the engine,
You
which
do.
is nice, some
Yeah.
turbo noise.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a nice sound,
Yeah.
but it's amazing that how far it's gone.
Yeah, and how but it needs to be because you can be having these cars with this amount of capability and not 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, you have every Tom, Dick, and Harry that goes and wants one, and it's like, well, and that was the beautiful thing I think about the Ford GT.
Yeah.
When they relaunched it.
Yeah.
Like I drove that with the H pattern, the GT40,
yes.
and everything, and I don't understand how. Apparently, I don't know if this is a true fact or not, but this is what the guy at the dealership told me. He was like, "This is the most crashed car
Really?
off the lot."
Really?
Yeah, because there is nothing, not even a semblance of a drive rate.
Yeah.
And you put the clutch down, go to second gear, and
And there you go.
Yeah.
Viper was the same way until they got stability control,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, very similar. But it's cool. It's to have the level of performance offered to you that would otherwise be 10 years ago or 20 years ago, make the car terrifying.
Right.
That's Ferrari said that a couple years ago. They're like, hey, every car is mega powerful now. Every car can get a G around a skid pad or whatever on a track. We should actually probably make them good to drive.
Yep, for sure. Heated seats.
Yeah, right.
All that
That's
jazz,
the next.
Yeah.
Power is a commodity now.
Yes.
Like the Hellcat or the Charger's got 700 horsepower. As we get. By the way, you should totally drive the Charger Hellcat. I don't know if I can say this enough.
Clearly.
Go right here.
That needs to be on the to-do list.
I mean, if you got time when we get back,
It's a big recommendation.
it's a huge recommendation. You might say life-changing.
Oh wow.
There-
Okay.
there's
Yeah, you're selling it at this point.
There's getting married.
Okay.
There's having a kid.
Right, those
There's
are-
driving a Hellcat.
Same level.
Totally.
Awesome.
Those out there with spouses and kids might disagree.
Yeah.
But as somebody who's not married,
I tell you what, future wife, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is second.
This is all
to
right.
the Hellcat experience.
and if my girlfriend's watching, I'm sorry.
My bad.
That was a bit.
Oh, that's awesome. So good.
So now that you've had a little bit more time, and we've totally been pushing the dynamic envelope on this car the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Now I want to hear some notes from the racing driver's perspective on the new NSX.
I think, what we touched on already in terms of how it's delivering the power with kind of each wheel working independently of each other is pretty cool, and you can feel that immediately when you're turning and you're applying power and everything. Which again, for a track lap time is, I would imagine, would be pretty good. I haven't gone on the brakes. I don't really know anything about that.
That's often the big divider, huh?
That is the
Brake and tire grip.
Yeah, and then how long it lasts.
Yeah. That's where
So-
that's where all street cars are going to suffer.
Yeah. It's a little tough to do that test around downtown Los Angeles, I have to say.
And we could try. Just people may not be happy with that at all.
True. Yeah. And then the recovery and the energy. You don't really have to touch the brake.
They do it all
Because
on
when
lift.
it lifts,
Yeah.
it's just recovering. It's
That's
harvesting
cool.
so much.
I like that.
Which is nice. Yeah.
I like that electric motors. You can control it just with one paddle.
Exactly.
Next light will go right.
So that's pretty good. Gearbox seems quick on the upshifts.
I noticed you're using the paddles a lot. Are you paddles all the time, no matter the car?
No.
No.
I just feel like
This
When you're
seems
dri-
appropriate.
yeah, seems to make sense.
Because there are some people who go back and forth. Like, have
Well,
you
I'd always prefer
H pattern?
100%.
Okay. Would you use an auto rev match if it was there?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I don't know, but driving around in automatic in D and drive.
Are you in D or are you in M right now?
Well, it's an M.
Okay, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
But if we just go to, it's like, well,
Just cruise mode.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's actually like sitting back now, looking at the greenhouse. We have a terrific view.
We do.
Yeah, like forward. That's really
visibility
amazing.
out the side as well.
Yeah.
It's massive.
That's
so.
actually really impressive.
Straight or right?
Right here, and then we can head back to our top secret world headquarters. Ooh.
Should we see the brakes?
Brake test.
Yeah.
They work.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. Solid pedal.
I didn't check what
and
tires were on this, but I'm sure that's a limiting factor.
There are black ones.
Yeah. The black ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one.
Hopefully Firestone.
Hopefully fire. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If they're Bridgestone, are you just gonna get out and walk away right now? Because I got some bad news for you.
Just park.
Just park.
Bye.
Bail.
Well,
Wait a second.
Bridgestone's the parent company of Firestone, isn't it?
So it's perfect.
That
right?
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better. That better be right.
If it was Pirelli, you might have an issue.
And this can't go up at all.
Oh, good lord. I really want to see if you can. You can't you? You can't get any wheel spin. Oh.
Do it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool.
That was launch mode.
That was really cool.
That was a decent launch.
I like that. Okay. That changed my impression a little bit of the car. Like that was impressive.
Feel a little bit better now?
Yeah, that was fast. I mean,
That was
you agree with
fast.
that.
That felt
Yeah.
solid. That was a good.
That felt really
launch.
good. Yeah.
I want to hear all 4 tires go boop when I do a really hard launch though. I want to hear the tires chatter.
I don't know if I can do any harder than that.
Well, yeah,
all I got.
That's kind of the thing is you're limited by the car at this
I won't
point now,
do
right?
anything else.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's the way it goes.
Well, so as we head back to Motor Trend World headquarters, we can know that you still need to drive a Hellcat Charger.
True.
You need to eat more bacon.
True.
And cars are faster and easier to drive than ever.
Also true. And as soon as you find launch mode on cars, it makes just a smile come on your face.
It's perfect. Launch mode is fantastic, isn't it?
It is good. It's a good thing.
As somebody right in here, as somebody who spent 8 years like doing performance testing on cars, it kind of makes my job irrelevant.
No.
It's like you hit the buttons and drink coffee while doing your acceleration runs with like anybody can do this now. It's kind of crazy.
You say that though.
Democratizing performance evaluations. It's like, man,
That's awesome.
I still want my
It's quote of the day. Democratizing performance evaluation. That's
Perfect.
awesome.
Here's what you missed last week on Daily Fix, exclusively on Motor Trend On Demand. A Corvette Grand Sport
That's right, baby.
Jaguar F-Pace
Or F-Pace. Bam, most beautiful SUV of all time.
Model X.
Everything they added to this car to differentiate it from the Model S sucks. This is my sunscreen? Are you on my $130,000 car?
I'm Carlos Lago, and if you didn't watch last week's Daily Fix, you should do that now. It's exclusive on Motor Trend On Demand.